welcome to Mia's Stories. Make sure to subscribe to never miss an update, and a lucky chance to video chat with me. It was a warm summer evening when Alex stumbled upon a box of his mother's old clothes hidden away in the attic. Curiosity piqued. He sifted through the delicate fabrics and feminine designs, feeling a rush of excitement at the forbidden treasures he had discovered. As he held up a shimmering red cocktail dress, something stirred within him, a desire to slip into the soft material and embrace a side of himself he had long suppressed. With trembling hands, Alex undressed, the cool air of the attic caressing his skin as he slid the dress over his head. The fabric clung to his body, accentuating curves he had never known before. Standing in front of the dusty mirror, he marveled at the reflection staring back at him, a beautiful woman with long flowing hair and bright eyes, a vision of femininity he had never dared to explore. As he twirled and danced in the dress, feeling the swish of the fabric against his legs, a sense of freedom washed over him. For the first time in his life, Alex felt truly alive, embracing a part of himself that had long been buried beneath layers of societal expectations and fear. In that moment, he made a decision to fully embrace his newfound identity and embark on a journey of self-discovery and heals. With each passing day, Alex delved deeper into the world of crossdressing, experimenting with different outfits, makeup techniques, and accessories. He reveled in the feel of silk against his skin, the click of heels on hardwood floors, the flutter of false eyelashes against his cheeks. Every moment spent in his feminine persona brought him closer to a sense of wholeness he had never known before. As he perfected his feminine presentation, Alex found himself drawn to the art of transformation, using makeup and clothing to sculpt a new identity for himself. He reveled in the power of lipstick and mascara, the subtle nuances of contouring and highlighting, the way a well-chosen outfit could enhance his curves and accentuate his best features. With each passing day, he felt more confident, more comfortable in his own skin. One fateful night, Alex decided to take his newfound identity out into the world. Dressed in a slinky black dress and sky-high heels, he ventured into the vibrant nightlife of the city, feeling a heady mix of nerves and excitement. As he sashayed down the crowded streets, heads turned, eyes widened, whispers followed in his wake. But Alex paid them no mind, his heart pounding with adrenaline, his body thrumming with anticipation. He was no longer just Alex. He was a goddess, a queen, a vision of beauty and strength. And as he stepped into a dimly lit club, the thump of music and the scent of perfume enveloping him, he knew that this night would be a night of liberation, of freedom, of unapologetic self-expression. As the night wore on, Alex found himself on the dance floor, moving to the pulsing beat of the music, lost in a sea of swirling lights and bodies. The music throbbed in his veins, the heat of the crowd pressing in around him, but all he could focus on was the sensation of freedom, of release, of pure unadulterated joy. And then, as if by fate, he felt a hand on his waist, a presence at his side. Turning, he met the gaze of a stranger, a tall, handsome man with a mischievous glint in his eye. Without a word, he pulled Alex close, their bodies melding together in a dance as old as time. In that moment, gender, identity, expectation, all melted away, leaving only the raw, primal connection between two souls. As they moved in perfect synchrony, the world around them faded into the background, leaving only the two of them locked in a dance of desire. And as the night wore on, as the music reached its crescendo, Alex felt a surge of something deep and primal within him, an awakening, a revelation, a journey of self-discovery and heals. As the first light of dawn crept through the blinds, Alex awoke in a tangle of sheets and limbs, the events of the night before a hazy blur in his mind. The stranger was gone, leaving only a faint imprint of warmth on the empty space beside him. But as he lay there, bathed in the soft glow of morning, a sense of peace settled over him, a feeling of completeness, of wholeness, of embracing every part of himself without fear or shame. And as he rose from the bed, the remnants of his feminine persona still clinging to his skin, he knew that this was just the beginning of his journey, a journey of self-discovery, of liberation, of embracing the full spectrum of his desires and identities. With a smile on his lips and a newfound sense of confidence in his heart, Alex stepped into the new day, ready to face whatever challenges and adventures lay ahead. In the days that followed that transformative night, Alex found himself consumed by a newfound sense of liberation and self-acceptance. He continued to explore his feminine side with fervor, trying on different outfits, experimenting with makeup techniques, and reveling in the feeling of empowerment that came with each transformation. One afternoon, as he sat at his vanity mirror, carefully applying a bold red lipstick, a knock sounded at the door. Curious, Alex rose from his seat and made his way to answer it, the click of his heels echoing through the hallway. To his surprise, standing on the other side was a stranger from that fateful night, a smile on his lips and a glint of recognition in his eyes. Without a word, the stranger stepped closer, his hand reaching out to cup Alex's cheek, his touch gentle yet electrifying. In that moment, a silent understanding passed between them, a connection that transcended words, identities, and boundaries. And as their lips met in a tender kiss, Alex felt a surge of desire and longing unlike anything he had ever experienced before. That evening, Alex and the stranger found themselves entwined in a dance of passion and desire, their bodies moving together in perfect harmony. The room was bathed in the soft glow of candlelight, casting shadows across their entwined forms as they explored each other with a hunger that bordered on obsession. With each touch, each caress, each whispered word of longing, Alex felt himself being drawn deeper into a whirlwind of sensation and emotion. The stranger's hands roamed his body with a knowing touch, igniting a fire within him that threatened to consume them both in its intensity. And as they finally came together in a tangle of limbs and kisses, the world around them faded into oblivion, leaving only the raw, unbridled connection between two souls lost in a haze of desire and pleasure. As the first light of dawn crept through the curtains, Alex awoke to find himself wrapped in the stranger's embrace, their bodies tangled together in a mess of sheets and limbs. The events of the night before came rushing back to him in a flood of sensation and memory, leaving him breathless and exhilarated. But as he gazed into the stranger's eyes, seeing his own desire reflected back at him, Alex knew that this was more than just a fleeting moment of passion. It was a journey of self-discovery, of acceptance, of embracing every facet of his identity without reservation or fear. And as he lay there, basking in the warmth of a stranger's touch and the glow of the morning light, Alex felt a sense of peace and contentment wash over him, a feeling of completeness, of wholeness, of finally stepping into his true self without apology or hesitation. In the days that followed their night of passion, Alex and the stranger found themselves drawn to each other in ways they couldn't fully understand. Their connection deepened with each passing moment, transcending the physical and delving into the depths of their souls. One evening, as they sat together in the cozy confines of Alex's apartment, savoring the quiet intimacy that had come to define their relationship, the stranger spoke up with a soft, hesitant voice. "Alex," he began, his gaze searching and vulnerable, "I have something to confess to you." Alex's heart quickened in his chest, a mix of anticipation and apprehension swirling within him. He nodded, urging the stranger to continue. I have never felt this way about anyone before," the stranger admitted, his eyes brimming with unshed tears. "You have awakened something within me, something I never knew existed, and I am terrified of losing it." In that moment, Alex felt a surge of emotion welling up inside him, a mixture of joy, fear, and longing that left him feeling exposed and raw. But as he looked into the stranger's eyes, seeing the unspoken truth reflected back at him, he knew that this was a turning point in their journey together. As the stranger's confession hung in the air between them, Alex felt a sense of clarity wash over him, a realization that what they shared went beyond mere physical attraction. It was a connection forged in the fires of passion, tempered by vulnerability and honesty, and bound by a love that defied all logic and reason. Without a word, Alex reached out to the stranger, taking his hand in his own and squeezing it gently. And in that simple gesture, a silent understanding passed between them, a mutual acknowledgement of the depth of their feelings and the significance of their bond. "I love you," Alex whispered, his voice barely above a breath. "I love you more than words can express, more than I ever thought possible." And as the stranger's eyes filled with tears of joy and relief, they sealed their love with a tender kiss, a promise of forever, of acceptance, of embracing the unexpected twists and turns that life had in store for them. If you enjoyed this story and want to show your support, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Also, for every comment with 69, you could have a chance to video chat with me. Thanks for your time.